Hello, everybody. Recently had a request from Andrew to write a parody of Paul Hardcastle's 19, but about COVID. So a few people have also asked for a video showing the process of me writing a song. And I've kind of not bothered up until now because I can imagine that it would be a very long and boring video. But I figured I'd actually do it anyway because of all the cranks out there that that just assume that everything is AI generated. So whilst obviously all of my songs are created using Suno, which does the music and the vocals, mainly because I can't play instruments. I do write all of the songs myself, so I figured this would be a good one to try and record. Um, I don't really expect anyone to watch it because it's gonna be so bloody boring. It really is, and there's going to be a lot of umming and erring and ahhing because that's part of my process, I guess. So the first thing I do when I'm doing a parody is obviously I need to get the original lyrics. Actually, before that, I need Notepad, which is where I write all of my songs. Okay, so we've got the lyrics, which we will copy and paste. Oh God, I didn't do a good job of that, did it? 19, so that would be verse 1. No, hang on. So that would be the... It looks roughly like that. Saigon. No, 19. Doobie doobie doo. I did tell you it was going to be boring with lots of verse. 19. Saigon spokes. Destruction. That'll be the next verse, and then none of them received a hero's welcome. Okay, that's a little bit easier to work with. Right, now I need a little bit of context. So the song is obviously about the Vietnam War. In 1965, Vietnam seemed like just another foreign war. It was different. World War Two. Okay, so it's comparing Vietnam to World War Two. So COVID, I'm guessing the Black Death would be the closest comparison, or the plague. Just in case I've missed one. Pandemics throughout history. There you go. Such as plague, cholera. Oh, maybe cholera. I don't really like Wikipedia anymore, but we'll give it a go. Oh, fuck off. No. Plague, what? Oh wow, 44 million to AIDS. Plague of Justinian. Black Death, 25. Shit, 60%. What the heck is the Plague of Justinian? Bubonic Plague. Some years would have been nice. Oh, 500. Yeah, no, we'll forget that one. AIDS. It's not really the same. Right, COVID, 7.1 to 36. That's a hell of a bracket. The third plague. Jesus Christ, how many plagues have we had? Right, that's the most current. Let's have a look at that one. The third plague was a major bubonic plague pandemic that began in China. Really? Okay. 12 million deaths. Perhaps 15 million worldwide. Rats. Third plague, 1855. Yeah, maybe not that one. It's not that well known, is it? I think we'll go with Black Death. Everyone's heard of the Black Death. On a pandemic, Europe. Yeah, that's going to be more relevant. 50 million people. 50%. Oh, God. La 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 la. I wonder if we can. Okay, so in Vietnam. Right, this is going to be a tricky one. In World War II, the average age of the combat soldier was 26. Don't know how we're going to twist that. Right, let's just start here for some context. So we know it's 2020. COVID seemed like just another foreign flu. I'll go with flu for now. We can always change it. There's different many ways. That's probably going to need changing. Right, World War II. Average age of combat soldiers, so we're not going to be able to do, cause it's not a war. I wonder if we need something to compare. What was the average age of people who died during the Black Death? We know that. Significantly lowered life expectancy. Heavily affected. That's interesting. Middle-aged and the younger. Well, that is different because COVID primarily hit the young and the old, whereas the Black Death hit the middle-aged people. At least I think that's right. Let's try. What was the average age of people who died of COVID? What's that? That's probably not what I want. I'll go away. Average age of deaths on coronavirus. Sphere inquiry. Median age in years. What is it? I don't understand these figures. Median age in years involving COVID, due to COVID, involving COVID. What, they were 8? That's not right. They were 81 years old. Can't be right. That's weird. Okay, what was the average age? Fuck off. Same crap, different page. Patient's mortality. I suppose this gives us an idea. Jesus Christ, it was people aged over 85 then. So it didn't really affect the young, although they said it did. I mean, this is just the US, but it'll do. It doesn't have to be spot on. So the majority were over 50. Okay, can we use that? No, I don't think that's really going to fit, is it? The bubonic plague was this is going to make for a really shit song. 2020 COVID was just another foreign flu, but it wasn't. It was different in many ways. That'll need to change. Yeah, there obviously wouldn't have been a lot of data back then, but I mean, I could almost go with 90, but it's got to be 19 really, hasn't it? I mean, the majority were 85 plus. During the Black Death, I mean, it doesn't quite fit, but we'll put it in anyway. During the Black Death, the average age. Casualties. Actually, I could probably go with under 20, so we can preserve the 26 because there's no real information, and that's probably the average. Fuck it, that'll do for now. We can always change it, and we will change it many times. I could try How you spell 90? Fuck knows. I mean 1990, it sounds close enough, and it's more accurate. That doesn't look right. Is that how you spell 90? Fuck knows. Da da ba ba da ba da. I really should learn to copy and paste. Heaviest fighting of the past 2 weeks continued today, 25 miles northwest of Saigon. Christmas jumpers, nice. Don't really need any more of that. All that, all that. Right, what else we got? Heaviest fight in 35 miles northwest of, wasn't it in Wu-Tang? Wu-Tang? I don't want Wu-Tang Clan. Wu-Tang Town. Wu-Tang. It's a laboratory, wasn't it? Ah, the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Changnong-yong. I got a fucking clue what that is. But this is where it all started. Allegedly. Wuhan Institute of Virology. Chinese. Da 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 da. 956. Oh, here we go. Coronavirus research. Right. They still doing it. Widespread worldwide. Trump administration cancelled the grant. Alright, is what's it called? Wuhan Institute. Still researching coronavirus. Yes, the Wuhan Institute is still an active premier research centre for the study of coronaviruses. Brilliant. That's just brilliant. I mean, it's probably not 25 miles northwest of whatever, but we don't really care too much about accuracy. Wait, when did they start? Didn't it say 25? 2005. I'm sure I saw 2005 somewhere. There you go, 2005. Sweet. So, it's 2025, that's 2 decades, right? So, 2 decades, the heaviest. About heaviest, but who cares? Research of let's get rid of heaviest. The research of corona research of the coronavirus for the no, let's get rid of the. How about research of the coronavirus? No, research of gay. The research of coronavirus. It's going to have to be heaviest, isn't it? Keeps it true to the thing. The heaviest research of coronavirus for the past 2 decades continues today, 25 miles northwest of Wuhan. I mean, it's probably not, but we don't really care. I really wasn't sure what was going on. We'll come back to that. It's COVID-19, so we can keep that in. In Vietnam, let's have some tea. Now, weren't hospital staff doing overtime? It was mostly nurses, wasn't it? Okay. How many hours on average does a NHS nurse work? Yep, she's standard week, that's fine. 37.5 hours. How many hours on average did just work during COVID? I'm sure it would have been like 60 hours. Alright, what about if we don't do a weekly, we do Right, let's work up to 15 hour spells and intensive care unit to make up. What? Wait, what? The hours came in under their normal working hours, but the shortfall was originally written off. Oh no, I don't think that really helps. Oh well, bum lead. Pandemic posted an immediate threat to physical health of medical professionals. Yeah, it did. Yeah. Wait, why am I looking at that? Oh yeah, because the combat soldier. Right, that definitely has to be related to nurses, God love them, and the extra work and risk that they took. How many hours on average did? How many hours? During COVID. Still saying coronavirus intensive care nurses worked. Make up hours owed due to. But that suggests that they were under their hours, which how could they have been? Well, what's this? Oh, go away. Nope. Surely these folks would know. Safe to share concerns. Great, you got to be a nurse, that's no good. Doctors and nurses being pressured to work. Hang on. 1,000 doctors and nurses being pressured to work extra hours unpaid. What? Right, 1,000 doctors and nurses in the NHS are being put under pressure to work unpaid overtime as reports of fatigue. COVID pandemic increase. Concerns of 1.3 million workforce have grown. Yeah. As the threat of career, 4% million patients. Poor buggers. Alright, well, I'm just going to go with 15. I'm sure some people worked 15 hours. What is the average shift hours of an NHS nurse? It's got to be 8-hour shifts. Just typically work 37 off instructional. 3 12-hour shifts. Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba. We're just going to go with 15 now, fuck it. Over the NHS nurses typically served a 15-hour shift of duty. That can stay. And were exposed to obviously they're exposed to the virus and were exposed to the virus. I don't know. Virus every day. 19. Okay. That's enough of that. God, I need a wee. Oh, what am I doing? Wrong one. 19. Oh yeah. What's the date? No, 8th of December. Okay. How many people were reported? There used to be a graph, so we must have the stats. To have died of COVID in the UK on 8. It's going to probably be too specific. On 8th December. Okay, 21. What's that? UK COVID, 8th of December. Oh, go away. COVID, 8th of December. 161 deaths. 51,000 cases. Let's get rid of the 8th because it's too specific. It does do daily announced. Oh, get off my sister. I suppose I could do December. This is daily though, I don't want to do one day. God. Ah. Maybe I'll do the totals. Alright, what about how many people in the UK died of COVID, although half of them probably didn't. Inquire UK pandemic in numbers. How many people died? Just under 227,000 people died in the UK with COVID listed as one of the... Yeah, see, one. Alright, well, we'll go with... It makes more sense to do global stats. 700, so we'll get rid of that. 227,000, that's going to be the UK. In, excuse me, not Saigon, in England. I mean, it would have been announced in England. UK. So it's not military, it's medical. Of course it is. Medical spokesman said today. More than 227,000. Died of COVID, and we'll do the world figure there, I think. People in the world. Is it going to give me the figures? That's about 7 million, isn't it? So I can do, was it 7 million? The virus claimed a total of 7 million lives. England UK medical spokesman said today more than 227,000 people died of COVID in that sensitive border area in all of South Vietnam. So I can change that to in all of the world. In that sensitive border area, that certainly needs to change. Oh my god, I'm going to wet myself. Ooh, too much information. I will be back after a short break. England UK medical spokesman said today more than 227,000 people UK. Let's go UK so they know. Died of COVID. Not sensitive. I have to come back to that. In all of the world, virus claimed a total of 7 million lives. All those who remember the virus, they won't forget what they've seen. Destruction of men in their prime, not really. Mostly affected the elderly. Destruction. Well, it messed up a bunch of kids who couldn't go to school. God, it messed up so many things. I suppose we've got to keep destruction for the destruction bit. So we don't really want to get rid of that. We want to try and maintain as much of the core of the original as we can to, yeah, let people know that that was the original song, because it won't obviously sound like the original. Destruction of, it's not men in their prime. Destruction of, and whose average age was 19. They weren't really in their prime at 90, were they? Well, obviously it wasn't men. We'll go with lives for now, in their prime, if the average age was... We'll go with 90 for now. 90. Destruction. Now, do people have... I know a lot of people are signed off with anxiety and all that stuff because of COVID. Certainly, I think it affected the younger people a lot more because it was their formative years, so that must have been tough as hell on the kids. Right, let's see. There's bound to be psychological. What were the... Good luck spelling that. Psychological effects of COVID-19. Yeah, there is PTSD. Okay. Well, widespread, including increased stress, anxiety, depression, fear, loneliness, and PTSD stemming from lockdowns, illness, grief. Yep. Socioeconomic disruption, long COVID, mental fog, brain fog, children and adolescents. Yeah, I thought they might. Of course. Yeah. Yeah, that was a bitch. Lingering psychiatric cognitive symptoms including depression, anxiety, fatigue, and brain fog. Okay. According to who, though? According to... I suppose we could just say a COVID administration study. Well, obviously not half of the veterans. I wonder what percentage of people. Okay, how many people in the UK are suffering psychological effects of COVID-19. Yes, I can't spell, so what? During... well, these people should know, surely. What we found in our coronavirus research, finding on third. Right, what we found in the research. 1 in 5 adults did not seek support during the panic because they didn't think their problem was serious enough. Shame. Around a third of adults and young people said their mental health has got much worse since COVID. So I think I can safely say half. Third of what? I could say a third of people. Hang on, half the Vietnam combats. Half of the Vietnam combat veterans suffered from what psychiatrists call. We can keep that because it did say that. Keep suffered. I can go a third of people surveyed, because they did a survey. Look, they did a survey. Yeah, survey. A third of people surveyed suffer from what psychiatrists call post-traumatic stress disorder. Where was it? Here we go. Loneliness. Okay. Many. I need more stats. Young people's mental health deteriorated at a greater rate. Depression increased by 8%. Jesus. Page no, yeah, I don't care. I don't want to download the data, just give me some stats. Gee, that dropped, didn't it? Right, according to COVID, I'll probably change that. A third of people surveyed suffer from what psychologists call post-traumatic stress disorder. Many people complained of probably alienation, but actually loneliness fits better there. Loneliness. There was. Oh yeah, here we go. Loneliness and isolation. Should I'll stick with loneliness. Fear, that fits with rage. It's the same number as letters. Fear or anxiety, I think that fits. I wonder if the suicide rate went up. Did the suicide rate increase? I bet it did. During COVID. Must have done. Jesus bloody Christ. Jesus bloody Christ. 50,000 people. That looks like America though. Depression was up by 25%. 2022. I need more information on that. Oh, maybe that'll give it. United States. Well, I think it's safe to say that they did, sadly. How many people still have COVID? What's this? It's definitely dropped. That doesn't really give me enough information. Oh really? That's pretty bad. None of this is really helping. How many reported cases are there of... What the fuck is that? Human homo psychotropic in Missouri. Weird. How many reported cases are there of COVID in... Oh, well, yeah. I can't find any sensible stats. Upstream technical issue COVID metrics are available up to the 2nd of December. Right, I can live with that. Oh, what's this? Cases. Booster uptake 59%. Ooh. It's not a lot, is it? 100. Oh, I can't make sense of any of this. Daily count of confirmed 19 patients in hospital. Okay. What's that, the total number in hospital, or... Oh, what's this? Number of people receiving a test. Positivity of people receiving it. Positivity, what does that mean? Percentage of people who received a PCR test had at least one positive test result in the same 7 days. So this is people testing positive for COVID, yeah? 2.21, that doesn't make sense. 13.4 what? 13. Percentage of people. Oh, is that a percentage? So 2%. Well, hang on. Why can't you give a straight answer? Look. Positivity. That's got to be the percentage. Yeah, the percentage of people who tested. Let's go. What date's that? 28th of November. Yeah, but that's just how many people tested in a day. What the fuck is tabular data? Oh, here we go. Jesus. Well, how the fuck am I supposed to work that out as to how many people have... I can't really do it, can I? I mean... This is a lot of people getting tested every day. What the hell? 20,000 people a day. And generally, you're looking at... Fucking hell, that was high. That's a high positivity rate. Oh, why can't I just find a single sensible stat? I guess... Yeah, you get it and then you don't know when it's gone. Oh, what's this? Specimen date, the day the test was taken. 102 weekly. Patients admitted 1,200. Alright, cases weekly, 635. Okay, I'm spending too long on this. Right, so 5 years. It's been 5 years, isn't it? 5 years after. Five years after the outbreak. Almost 600 a day, look. 600, what have I replaced? 8 to 10 years after coming home. $600 cases a day. No. People. Oh, it's got to be UK. Still fighting. That's weak. That needs changing. None of them received a hero's welcome. Yeah, that was sad, actually. You know what? I'm pretty sure the nurses got screwed over. I don't know that they got the pay rises and stuff that they deserve. I'm going to go with, because I do love nurses, who doesn't love a nurse? None of the nurses received probably shouldn't be welcome. Probably something about pay rise. 19 says Saigon. I think that needs to be what? Wutan? Is it Wutan? Wuton? Fuck knows. They certainly don't deserve a Purple Heart. Should be shut down, really. I know Trump pulled the funding from what I saw earlier. There was something at the top I need to start. Right, so in 2020, COVID seemed like just another foreign flu, but it wasn't. It was different in many ways. Ads, so were those that did the fighting. Might we need a change there. During the Black Death, the average age of casualties was under 26. In COVID, it was 90. No, 90. Heaviest research coronavirus for the past 2 decades continues today, 25 miles north of Wuhan. I'm going to put no one, because we don't know, is really no one is really sure what was going on. Did they manufacture it? Did it accidentally, that was in air quotes, get released? Who knows? 19. That probably should still be 90, but hey ho. Okay, with the NHS typically serves a 15-hour shift of duty. So every day, God love them. In England, UK medical spokesman said today, 20,000 UK people died of COVID. Yeah, that was the line that needed to change. I could be really lame and just do, in England, a UK medical spokesman said today more than 227,000 people died of COVID in the UK border area. In all of the world, the virus claimed a total of 7 million lives. All those who remember the virus, they won't forget what they've seen. Destruction of lives in their prime, yeah. Whose average age was 90. I mean, they weren't really in their prime. Are you in your prime when you're 85? You're probably not, are you? I can change that when I'm doing the actual song. Destruction, that's got stated, so that still fits. According to COVID administration study, a third of people surveyed suffered from what psychiatrists call post-traumatic stress disorder. Many people complained of loneliness, fear, or anxiety. Some succumbed to suicidal thoughts. Yes, we saw that. 5 years after the outbreak, almost 600 people a day are still fighting the virus. None of the nurses received a hero's welcome. I mean, it's not brilliant, and I'm sure it will undergo many revisions before the final song. But that's pretty much it for now. I will do another video of creating the actual song, which will probably be infinitely more interesting than this wasn't. Thank you very much.